Kajiado County tuliweza kutengeneza policy ya kwanza Kenya mzima ya anti-FGM, na ni kitabu ama document ambayo tunajivunia kule Kajiado. Tuko harakati ya kuimplement maneno ambayo tuliyoandika hapo. Kwa mfano, mwaka wa 2014 ukeketaji kule kwetu ilikuwa 76%. Mpaka wa leo sasa ukeketaji imeteremka ikafika 22%. Kazi hii inawezekana. Akina mama wenzangu, ninawatia moyo kwamba katika jamii yetu ya Kimasai, wazee ndio wanaobeba nyota ya jamii. Lakini pia sisi tuko nyuma yao. Na tumesema kwamba hatutaki ukeketaji. Tumekuja hapa kusimama wote kama wamama kutoka nchi nzima kuja kuhakikisha kwamba tunaacha ukeketaji. Hili ni jaribio la litimasi ya kuhakikisha kwamba tukifaulu kusimamisha ama kumaliza ukeketaji kwa ajili ya kujenga taifa letu, hakuna kitu sisi kama kina mama tutashindwa. Kwa hivyo tujitie moyo, tufanye kazi kwa umoja, tukijua mama ndiye kinga ama pila ya jamii.
Commitment by mothers and survivors of female genital mutilation. We mothers who have gone through the pain and negative consequences of FGM hereby commit to protect our daughters from female genital mutilation. We commit to be the last generation to experience the pain of undergoing FGM. FGM ends with us. To our daughters, to our beloved daughters, today on the 25th November 2025, during the national launch of the My Daughter campaign, we commit to protect not only from female genital mutilation, but from all other forms of gender-based violence. We hope that this commitment will completely eradicate FGM from the face of the earth. May no other generation experience the pain, shame, and trauma that we have experienced because of FGM. Now I'll sign the commitment on behalf of survivors. Thank you.
Naro yango ru amunda dimiki yuni rokini amuratintai. Iyoge baye murarare ondo ye. Iyoge baye murarare ondo monok. Megilia murarindo yang kiranya.
Angai na diaba. Nedi dada. Anaida yolo show. Anaida yo Kenya. Anadubuto yok. Kimbeleganya de duada de lege kun. Kimduragi de ankarna na ewo. Ide joda sebada ino. Ora nida mama da anada shomada. Engai. Kida na duada da. Engai. Meogure ko murati sho. Engai. Kida mayama kida ngara anglo gereti. Engai. Kida da rudua duada da de logereti. Engai. Ide jono ngodo nyeneja. Engai. Ede jola menye. Engai. Ede jola kakuya lenye. Engai. Medare dongara angna na ewo. Engai. Endo isho mimeme. Engai. Endo isho ni mimbiruru. Engai. Ingeba na robil. Engai. Na monyak. Engai. Medare donda ingara nido yudo de na rishata. Engai. Medare de losho. Engai. Ingara nido yudo memradada. Engai. Medisi nyada na ba. Engai. Kimbelaga nyada duor masai. Engai. Ilaga nyana lolonga. Engai. Kida jome amradi ntoye. Engai. Kido mananga imirugo yok. Engai. Tama yana gi yok logereti. Engai. Entaru no dona ingwene di engai. Engai. Edu kidala nitu maradi endito binda irkigerali nonok. Engai. Iye to soja mirangai. Engai. Tanga gomonang. Engai. Edo nida da shumata. Engai. Edo jangai aya. Aya. Edo jolo sholanga aya. Aya. Edo jobagi osa. Osa. Basi Kitejo taa meiruko Enkai otoomono.
Enkai.
Meirukoki iyiok Enkai ena.
Enkai.
Ekitushukokino tenataa ninye eesitai tenkop.
Enkai.
Tamayiana metaa sidai.
Enkai.
Tamayiana metonyorra nkera ang'.
Enkai.
Tamayiana metonyorra olosho lang'.
Enkai.
Tamayiana meitubulu olosho.
Enkai.
Tamayiana meiteng'ena olosho.
Enkai.
Tamayiana meitoo olosho karsis.
Enkai.
Tamayiana meitoo olosho lino.
Enkai.
Te pooki toki.
Enkai.
Nincho yiok pooki toki ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata yiok openy.
Enkai.
Taramata iteru nkera ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata ntomonok ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata irpayiani lang'.
Enkai.
Taramata enkulupuoni ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata nkishu ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata ng'uesi ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata ildonyoi lang'.
Enkai.
Taramata nkanoi ang'.
Enkai.
Taramata olosho pooki elulung'a.
Enkai.
Njoo metaa kenyor ena.
Enkai.
Anaa enatonyorra sininye irkulikae oshon.
Enkai.
Tamayiana tomitu yiok openy.
Enkai.
Irukoki yiok ena.
Enkai.
Eitu kimbelekeny orkuak pookin.
Enkai.
Elake kimbelekenya.
Enkai.
Ore irkulikae naa ekisujita ake.
Enkai.
Amu kenarikino lelo.
Enkai.
Nemeeta erishata nemeeta enkata enye.
Enkai.
Enkata ena nikimbelekenya ena muratare.
Enkai.
Metaa memurata sininche kuna toyie ang'.
Enkai.
Neme ninche naatanyaita.
Enkai.
Neme noong'otonye naatanyaita.
Enkai.
Neme irpayiani ootanyaita ekitonyorrakinote pookin.
Enkai.
Aajo etaa enanare.
Enkai.
Njoo naa metaa enanare.
Enkai.
Njoo naa metaa nareyia.
Enkai.
Anareyu nena kera ang' nenareyu noong'otonye nenarikino olosho pookin.
Enkai.
Nemayian kulo pookin ooyakita sininche yiok ena.
Enkai.
Oishoo yiok nena retot.
Enkai.
Etii sininye ereto naewuo aduaki yiok.
Enkai.
Ina tomononi orais lang' Ruto.
Enkai.
Onkulie tomonok pookin arikok ang'.
Enkai.
Natii eno nemetii.
Enkai.
Olosho lang' pookin.
Enkai.
Werikore ang' pookin.
Enkai.
Kitonyorrakinote pooki ena.
Enkai.
Olosho pookin lemaa.
Enkai.
Te East o te Central
Enkai.
Africa.
Enkai.
Kitonyorrakinote.
Enkai.
Etaa ina kias.
Enkai.
Leton eitu ees.
Enkai.
Nekisuj ometaasa sii ninche.
Enkai.
Tenkolong nintoki aisho yiok Enkai.
Enkai.
Naomon nena naa piiruku yiok.
Enkai.
Entejo esere.
Esere.
Entejo etonyorra Enkai.
Etonyorra Enkai.
Entejo iruko Enkai.
Eiruko Enkai.
Basi, etejo Enkai ai.
I'm going to hand over this commitment from your moms, from your mothers, that we are never going to do this again. And I would like you to, as the lead, I would like you to tell and teach your fellow girls that as mothers, we are going to protect them. And even them, they should not say yes to FGM. Let them say no to FGM.
Her Excellency, the First Lady of the Republic of Kenya, Mama Racheal Ruto, First Lady of Narok County, and all distinguished guests present, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Jane Soipan. I'm the chairperson of the Girls' Council, Narok County, and I'm going to read this commitment. This is a commitment from our mothers to us as the daughters. I start. To our daughters, today, on the 25th November 2025, during the national launch of the My Dear Daughter campaign, we commit to protect you not only from female genital mutilation, but from all other forms of gender-based violence. We hope that this commitment will completely eradicate FGM from the face of the earth. May no other generation experience the pain, shame, and trauma that we have experienced because of FGM. Thank you.
This has never happened. In fact, when you look into the history of the Maasai, this is the first time that the cultural leaders who are holding the black rungus has appeared in public to say in uniform something that has come from the government and NGOs and the communities that is not cultural. But I want to say this particular event today is historic. It has never happened. And so, we want to thank Anti-FGM Board for bringing us together with AMREF, and the rest of the stakeholders. You've been fighting this alone. And these cultural leaders has never been involved. And now that means this is the last step. And this is the final step. And we are not going to witness more other issues of FGM across Masailand. On behalf of all the 17 communities or sections that are before you, I'm going to read the declaration. We've been here yesterday, we've been here other times in Kajiado and Narok, and we say this time round, we are not going to read declaration written by other people, because we've agreed this. And so this particular declaration is spoken and written by us. And so to end FGM is a collective responsibility of us. Declaration by the Ma cultural leaders and the Council of Elders from Narok and Kajiado counties. Today on 25th November 2025. The occasion today is Ma cultural leaders' declaration to end FGM. We, the Ma cultural leaders and the Ma Council of Elders, hereby make the following commitments on behalf of the entire Ma speaking communities in Kenya. 1, commitment to end FGM. We pledge to end the practice of female genital mutilation within the Ma communities in Narok and Kajiado today. Number 2, today we make a declaration of equal blessing for all girls. And therefore, from today, we declare that both cut girls and the uncut girls are equally blessed and valued in our community. Number 3, inclusive cultural ceremonies. We affirm that in all our upcoming Manyata and cultural ceremonies, uncut women and girls are fully welcome and fit to participate. Number 4, the alternative rite of passage. As cultural leaders, we commit to designing and promoting an authentic alternative rite of passage for girls that upholds our traditionals or our tradition without harm. This is to say, an alternative rite of passage that we need is a community-driven led alternative rite of passage and not a certificate led and not a t-shirt led. Today we want to lead our own cultural alternative rite of passage. Your Excellency, many times when we have cultural ceremonies, the uncut girls are regarded as unclean, and so they don't enter ceremonial manyatas. But today, we've decided to bless them and allow them to take equal roles in participating in making critical decisions that pertains our cultural practices. Our commitment today will be signed by 14 Ma sub-tribes and the cultural leadership, because in Kajiado and Narok we have sections that are in Kajiado and they are still in Narok. So what we've done, we've grouped them out of the 17, and now we have 14 who are going to sign this as a commitment that all the sections in the 2 counties have agreed. And I was told Laikipia did their declaration, Samburu did their declaration, and yesterday when we are looking at it, out of the 33, we only have 10 who have not done their declaration, and those 10 are in our neighboring country. And so, this is the last bit today to say, across Ma in Kenya, FGM is ended. And then followed by an elder from Irwasinkishu clan. Irwasinkishu from Transmara, and we have Olaiguanani Olesikawa representing the Irwasinkishu of Transmara. Followed by the elder from Kekonyuke community. Kekonyuke community are in Narok and they're in Kajiado. So we Olotuno Oleshukuru is signing on the behalf of Ilkekonyuke section. Mpigieni makofi. Followed by Ilmo, signed by Olepoyo, who is also the county treasurer, but in signing on behalf of Loita. Your Excellency, it will be followed by Ilodokelani from Kajiado. Signing, so sometimes you see young people signing. And then from there we have Irkaputiei, which is signed by Walaiguanani Walenta Yaya. To be here, Makofi. And then followed by Irmarabato. John Walenga Lile, Walaiguanani Walenga Lile, tupigie makofi, and assign kwa niaba ya Irmatapato. These are the one who lives next to Namanga. And then we have another very special community called Iltorobo. Iltorobo is divided into two. They're the one who call themselves Ogiek. So Ogiek, we have Ogiek who entirely live in Kalenjin land, and that is it, in the forest. But we have other Ogiek who live in our side, areas around Lulunga, and we have one signing on the behalf of all Iltorobo. Kejo alangai? Sanare olelebo. Ama rosho ki sanare olelebo ngai.
FGM and child marriage are not cultural events. They are not rites of passage. They are violations. They are violence. They are the theft of innocence, agency, and life itself. Yet in the middle of this turmoil, something shifted. The Maasai elders of Narok and Kajiado chose to declare, no more, not in our time, not to our daughters. This is a national turning point. This is a community taking ownership of change. These are fathers rising as protectors and also following in the footsteps of the Samburu, Pokot, and Sabaot communities who have walked this journey already. I stand here today in deep admiration of the elders, the community leaders, the women's groups, AMREF Health Africa, and the Ministry of Gender, Culture, and Children's Services, who said, let our culture evolve, but let our girls live. It is a healing moment, a moment Kenya will remember. Today is different because today we are not standing in silence. We are standing in defiance. Today, we are not mourning circles of harm. We are rewriting a future of hope. Yes, Kenya has made progress. Our national prevalence of FGM has declined from 21% in 2014 to 15% in 2022. This is encouraging. This is commendable, but this is not enough. The Ministry of Gender, Culture and Children's Services, through the Anti-FGM Board, remains a critical institution in this effort. I wish to commend the board for initiating the review of the Prohibition of FGM Act 2011 to ensure the act is strengthened, responsive, and more enforceable. In 2022 counties, the prevalence remains unacceptably high enough to cost girls their childhood, high enough to cost families their future, high enough to demand that we raise our voices, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Let today be remembered as the day Kenya said, no more scars, no more silence, no more stolen childhoods. The day we choose our daughters, the day we protected our destiny, the day we stood together and refused to sit down. We send forth a message to every village, every valley, every home in Kenya. The time has come. Let our daughters grow up uncut, unhurt, and unafraid. Let culture be a crown, not a chain. Let fathers, mothers, elders, administration, religious leaders, and youth unite in one solemn vow that never again shall a girl's worth be measured by a blade. Just like the winds of Suswa, which never stop moving, may this declaration echo beyond these hills and plains. Thank you, Ashe Oleng. May God bless every girl in Kenya. May God bless our mothers. May God bless our republic. I now declare the national 16 days campaign against gender-based violence and the My Dear Daughter campaign to end FGM in Kenya officially launched. In every generation, there comes a moment when the truth refuses to hide behind numbers, when the pain of our daughters demands to be seen, not counted. There are moments in our nation's life when statistics become stories, when numbers begin to breathe, and when data turns into daughters. As we gather here at the start of the global 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and the My Dear Daughter campaign, I cannot help but see their faces. The little girl in Narok whose laughter stopped the day she was told she must become a woman. The teenager whose dreams were not interrupted by failure, but by a blade that leads to silence. These are not stories from far away. These are our children, our daughters, our Kenya. Today, we launch something beautiful, something intimate, something deeply African. We launch the My Dear Daughter campaign. It is a movement of mothers, fathers, mentors, and youth declaring that every daughter deserves to walk into womanhood with dignity, not scars. It is a national love letter from Kenya to her girls, assuring them that their dreams matter and are valid. This campaign will be a nationwide survivors and mothers-led initiative. It will be aimed at catalyzing intergenerational dialogue, enhancing community accountability, and promoting legal, policy, and cultural shifts to eliminate FGM and child marriage. The campaign invites mothers to publicly commit to abandoning FGM and protecting girls' rights to be complete, untouched, and healthy, alongside their rights to education and and dignity. By empowering mothers, by giving them the language, confidence, and community to protect their daughters, we create a force stronger than any harmful tradition. This is a campaign that does not begin in boardrooms, but in living rooms. Not in reports, but in relationships. Not in policy, but in the heart. Because the truth is simple. A mother is the first fence. A mother is the first teacher. A mother is the first shield. This is how nations change. One household at a time. One daughter at a time. One conversation at a time. The eradication of FGM is not optional. It is not negotiable. It is not a suggestion. It is a cornerstone of the Kenya Kwanza government's women's agenda. This administration stands firmly with every girl, every mother, every community that chooses life, dignity, and progress. We are not here to fight culture, and I repeat, we are not here to fight culture. We are here to advocate for safety, eradicate fear, and end silence. And we will not stop until FGM and child marriage become stories our grandchildren read about, not realities they live through. As a mother of this nation, this is my clarion call to our fathers: protect your daughters with the same strength you use to lead your homes. To our mothers, speak boldly, teach fearlessly, stand bravely. To our community elders, use that wisdom not to defend the errors of the past, but to safeguard the dignity of the future. To the chiefs and sub-chiefs, use your authority to enforce our laws without compromise and ensure every girl is safe within the boundaries of your jurisdiction. To our religious leaders, we ask you to use your pulpits and your teachings to uphold the sanctity of life and the protection of the vulnerable. To our teachers, be the eyes that see early and the voices that intervene. To our partners and civil society, work with us and support this mission. So our young people, use your creativity, your voice, your art, and your platforms to say no to violence, no to mutilation, no to the theft of childhoods. The future belongs to you, but so does the responsibility to make it better. Let your generation be the one that ends FGM completely, not because the Lord demands it, but because your conscience does. If our daughters could hear us today, what do we want them to know? That their bodies are sacred, that their dreams matter, that their lives belong to them, not to culture, not to pressure, not to fear, that they are the future and that Kenya will protect them.
Ningependa kusema ya kwamba tumeweza kupiga hatua 1, 2, 3 katika nafasi hii ambayo tumepata, na tumeweza kuafikia malengo kadha ambayo tunajifunia kama kaunti. Yale ambayo tumefikia hatujafikia kama kaunti peke yake, lakini tumeweza kufanya kazi na Gender Technical Working Group ambayo inaleta pamoja wahusika wengi ambao wanafanya kazi katika gender space katika Narok County. Moja kati ya mambo ambayo tumeweza kuafikia katika sehemu hii ni kwamba tumeweza kuweka na kuratibu anti-FGM policy, sera ambayo inasaidia katika vita ya kupambana na ukeketaji.
Wacha tu niseme niko na furaha siku ya leo. Ninashukuru sana kwa wale waliofanya hii siku iwe ya fanaka. ningependa tu kusema it is taken us a lot of time planning this, gharama mingi, a lot of government resources has been utilized here, but the beauty part is we are working for our girls and our women. Thanks so much our elders for really agreeing the things that were so much impossible in this community. Wamasai kuambiwa maneno ya tohara ya wasichana haikuwa kitu rahisi. But I thank the lead chairman, the Secretary General of the Cultural Chiefs of East Africa, Bwana Daniel Kiploch. You've been of great importance to us. Thank you so much.
Today, we celebrate a truly important milestone for Narok County and for the entire country, the Maasai Elders' Declaration on Ending FGM and Child Marriage. We are deeply honored to see the Maasai elders standing at the forefront of the efforts to end FGM and child marriage, demonstrating their unwavering commitment to safeguarding the rights and dignity of women and girls in our communities. We believe this is far more than a symbolic gesture. It represents a powerful affirmation of the transformative work carried out on the ground, a work that is being spearheaded by the Maasai elders themselves and their communities, and it's been supported by partners. And allow me to be proud of our colleagues from the Italian NGO We World, who was part of this process. The leadership and commitment of the Maasai elders are central to the success of efforts to end harmful practices like FGM and child marriage. And we are proud to stand alongside with them in this critical work.
It will come to pass. And oh, we have finally seen the light. We now have hope for the future and the hope for our generation. Call them from all nations. Call them from all corners. Tell them to come and see that the girl child is rising. To come and witness the rising of the girl child and the rising of our generation. Mama, Papa, are you seeing this? Tell me it's not a dream. Tell me that this is indeed reality. Oh, call them. Call them from all the 47 counties. Call them without leaving everyone beside. Tell them that we are rising. We are rising for the sake of our generation. They're saying that the sky is not even our limit. Indeed, it's not our limit. We are ready to stand as the girls, to stand on the gap that is left everywhere. We are ready to shine. To the government of Kenya, all the stakeholders present here, and the community at large, thank you for your love towards us. Thank you for we can now live a world free from genital mutilation, a world free from early marriages. Our mothers and us as the daughters, we can now exercise our powers and rights without the fear of being opposed. Who is like us? Oh, behold, we are rising. We want to say thank you to our Council of Elders. Thank you for your love and care towards us. Indeed, this has touched our hearts. To our dear mothers, thank you for standing with us. Thank you for holding hands with us. We believe that forever we shall be at the forefront, leading without fear. All we can say together, we join in celebration in saying, my power, my voice to end FGM. Racheal. Thank you.